Arguably the biggest news out of Yamaha this year in terms of their outboards is their smallest engine that they're launching, the 25 horsepower. Now this is very popular in Manitoba, Northern Ontario, fish camps, that sort of thing. And they've been hearing for years that the customers wanted a lighter four-stroke 25 horse. Now this four-stroke is totally redesigned, and the Yamaha engineering and R&D teams started from scratch. Now, it took a little longer than expected, but they exceeded their expectations. Not only is this lighter than the previous four-stroke by 42 pounds, that's about a 25% weight savings, this outperforms the old four-stroke and outperforms the old two-stroke. In fact, this has the highest power-to-weight ratio of any 25 horsepower on the market. And this has batteryless electronic fuel injection. And if you don't care about that technology, you will probably care that that means you don't have to have a battery on board, which is even more weight savings for you. But enough about design. Let's talk about performance. And actually, even before we get the cowling on, this is quieter than a lot of older motors, but the cowling design themselves cuts way down, purrs like a kitten. Now, you do have a couple options before we head out on the water worth noting. There's long shaft, short shaft options for you depending on what boat you're using it on. And you also have two different options in terms of starting. Now, this one has the manual start, but you have an electronic starter. But the electronic starter has a manual backup, which you don't see all the time, and I don't know why, because even as well-designed as the modern electric starters are, things can break. And having the peace of mind of being able to start your motor no matter what is a great design feature. So highest power-to-weight ratio is a great line for a brochure and a website. What does that really mean? Holy jumping. Yeah. Performance here? Well, that also is impressive. Now, obviously, performance with something like this is very dependent on what type of boat and what load you have. On this boat, on this lake, though, I'm cruising comfortably at 15 miles an hour, and I've peaked at 31.4 miles an hour. It's a big number from a little outboard. The wider motor mount spreads the weight out and helps with vibration. The tiller handle is fully redesigned, and the shifter moved up. And I like that the throttle handle itself was bigger and a little more ergonomically designed. If you're trolling, there's the variable trolling speed button that adjusts the RPM in increments of about 50, which is amazingly precise for anglers. But cruising at 15 miles per hour was too much fun for me. And when you open it up, you better hang on.